Yo ho ho! Welcome back, another amazing Survivors podcast episode with my main man,
Tron and
Tremaine.
This time we're breaking down season 47, episode 5, The Scales Be Tippin'.
Oh, Genevieve.
The Scales Be Tippin'.
So, jump right in.
Yeah.
Back after tribal.
Just right back at it, right after tribal.
It's so funny because I feel like Rome, the slightest, I don't know, like the slightest comment or the slightest thing could just make him into, give him the worst mood.
Yeah.
It's
And
so
we
funny.
see it here with Teeny. Teeny's didn't know about this whole blindside at tribal of Keyshawn. And so she's like, what the heck? And then he's like, did you know? And she's like, yeah. And he's like, why didn't you tell me that like Keyshawn was trying to get me out?
Yeah.
And she's like, all of a sudden it's all about him. And I'm like, and she just folds to it. And she's like, I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah.
I feel that's the thing. Like, Teeny wants to be everyone's number one.
Yeah.
That's what she said at the beginning.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. She's not going to win.
No.
Because she keeps folding and folding
Yeah.
and folding to everyone else's demands.
For sure.
And so, yes, you want to win, but you're never going to be able to persuade people that you're the best player when you keep folding to everybody else.
No, not at all. She's just playing a scared game. And
now, on the opposite side of that, Genevieve is showing why she's the best player so far.
Yeah.
Because she's being able to bring Teeny up and go, listen, you're not on the bottom. We're in the middle together.
Yeah.
And then, not only that, smooth things over between Rome and Teeny to work with everyone.
Yeah, I think she's playing a super good social game.
Oh, she's
sure.
killing it.
For sure.
Just killing it.
Yeah.
And right now, she is in the middle, and I feel like, she can go so many ways.
She can.
For
sure.
Which is awesome. She is just crushing it.
Yeah. So right off the bat, we've got ourselves a
challenge.
here, which
Woo!
is great. And Jeff says, hey, there's going to be a twist like there's never been before. And they walk in, and they're like, uh-oh, like there's only two colors here. There's only two tracks. Like, what's going
red
on?
Or yellow and blue.
Yeah.
There's no red.
So what it is, they have to split, they draw rocks, they get split into two teams, and they're competing for reward. A little hot dog grilling at the sanctuary.
The Survivor Social Hour.
Social Hour, which I actually really like this. So it's splitting up the tribes. Everyone's going wherever, and it just so happens that each team had someone from every tribe on it, which is cool.
Yeah.
And then whoever wins, they just get to socialize with other people.
Yeah,
like,
and you get one hot dog.
Yeah,
and one soda.
It's so weird.
No condiments.
Yeah, what? It looks so gross.
Like just a hot dog and a bun, brutal.
Right? And
Like at least give them some mustard or ketchup.
And they didn't look like good hot dogs either, but they're hungry. I would have downed it too. Yeah.
That looked terrible.
Oh man.
But I think this is just another continuation of what I think Survivor's going to evolve to, where literally every challenge, drop your buffs, we're switching tribes.
Yeah.
Now, do you like the rock draw, or would you like a schoolyard pick?
I like the rock draw because it would put people together that wouldn't choose to be together.
True.
So I like the uncertainty of that. I feel like with the schoolyard pick, it's like, okay, you're probably picking most of your tribe, or like, I don't know.
The one thing I do like more about the schoolyard pick, though, is you definitely see the social dynamics of who's going to be where.
Yeah, it makes you show your cards a little bit.
Yeah, which I really enjoy.
Yeah.
And it also helps people understand, oh, I just need to make it one more to hit the merge.
Yeah. And
then I'm going to bounce. And especially if you go to the social hour, you can really start working your way towards that.
Yeah.
All right.
So with this challenge, it's kind of an obstacle course type thing. Got to untie the bags.
Yeah, one bag per player. You got to go into this obstacle.
The ladder, they hold it up. You grab these bags, get the bags down.
Well, they had to get the ladder out of this little maze puzzle thing.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it was fine. It was just seemed pretty straightforward, pretty easy. So yeah. So you get the ladder, go through the maze, you get these bags, and then there's balls in the bags, and each person has to shoot it into like a basket.
Yeah. From
different lengths. Yeah. So pretty straightforward.
Yeah. Nothing
crazy there. But blue did kind of suck at the maze.
Yeah, they got really held up. Because the yellow tribe just cruised through that so quick. Yeah. So I was kind of wondering, like, man, it really shows the cohesion and how quickly people can come together. Like, okay, you go.
Yeah.
And I can see why blue did fall ahead, because you got Rome, Gabe. Mm-hmm. These guys they want to be the lead dog.
Yeah. Yeah, and poor Saul just gets stuck with Rome again. I'm sure he was like, please, like,
come on, throw me a bow.
But yellow kind of crushes it. Gets like kind of close towards the end.
Yeah, they're tied 2-2 with the balls, and then
they just take off again. Yeah. But so the team that won yellow had Caroline, Kyle, Rachel, Sam, Teeny, Tiana, and Sue.
Yeah, which is kind of funny, like 4 blue.
Yeah.
If I was Gabe, I personally would not be mad at all. I'm like, oh my gosh, I get to be at the beach all by myself. Right. I'm totally looking for the idol.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh my gosh, I would have been scouring all over that place and not even have to worry. Because you know they're going to be gone for probably a couple hours.
Yeah.
So you have all that time just to go.
But now we're at the sanctuary with all these people, so everyone else had to just go back to their
tribe
camps.
Yeah.
But everyone else is at the sanctuary, and of course Sam and Sierra get brought up, and, like, talking about. And I'm like, I don't know what it is about him. He says that they have a secret alliance, and I'm like, it's not secret. Everyone knows you're working with her. Like, what are you talking about? Do you really think it's secret?
The funniest thing is also when they bring that up, you can really, I don't know if Sam realizes this, but if you go extremely defensive right off, it just confirms everyone, okay, that's exactly what's happening. Whereas he could have gone, what? No, she's hot, but no, it's not like that at all. And just kind of like playfully play it off, you're going to have more options, I think, later on. But when you get defensive so quick.
Yeah, I mean, everyone knows. It's not a secret. I don't just like own it at this point. Like, just
go, we really like hanging out. Yeah. Now I also have a girlfriend. She's got a fiance. Yeah. So there's no mixing or matching there.
But we just click and
Yeah, when you're saying, we don't even talk that much.
Yeah, no.
Good gosh.
Yeah. So then we got Tiana, who I don't think she played this right. She's with all the rest of the blue tribe there, Tuku, and she just starts kind of trashing on Gabe, talking about how he's just idol hunting, and like
he played an idol
the first tribal. He's probably looking for it now, and just like telling everyone everything. And Sue is pissed.
And I don't blame her.
I don't blame her either. I'm like, you can't be talking like this.
Well, it's just, okay, if I was there I'm in this situation, I'm going to play it kind of like, how Sam says he played it. Yeah. I'm all about asking questions like, that's cool, and getting to know people, and just slipping in little questions here and there. Yeah. What about this? How do you feel with this person? Right. While at the same time, deflecting and just
100%. Giving people
just a smidge, but
she's just going off, and it seemed like no one even asked her. She's just like,
yeah. Well, it's her and Teeny. Yeah. Teeny's lucky because she's the only one, and she can control the narrative.
Which would be like the ideal situation, being like the only one, or you and like your
especially in her situation, where she definitely feels like she's on the bottom.
100%.
But Tiana, I don't know. I feel like so many people, they're super fans, but they really don't have self-awareness of perception. Yeah. You have to understand what your perception is. If anything, like Kyle's playing it great because he's like, let her talk because you're the next one out, dog. Yeah. Like, you are blowing up your own game in front of all of us.
Which she stupidly thinks she's blowing up Gabe's game. I'm like, nope. You're just kind of like, you're just digging yourself a hole.
Big hole.
So she played that, in my opinion, so bad. Like, so bad. If blue loses, she's for sure like...
she's
screwed. And then on the other hand, you have Caroline, Rachel, and Teeny that are like chatting, and they're just bonding. Everyone goes plays cornhole, and they're just kind of like bonding, and they're like, "Oh, I feel good with you," and so like they're setting stuff up for the merge. Like,
and Caroline's like, some people went and played cornhole. I decided to play Survivor.
Yeah, which is true. It's like
I don't blame you. And that's the thing is like I'll play cornhole when I get home, but while I'm here, I'm at least
even there. If you're like talking to the other people you're playing cornhole with, and strategize, like But it's I don't know.
Yeah, but I do love that they brought this together because it's gonna make the merge that much more fun. Yeah, we're like, okay, let's see if people really can come together.
Yeah, like
because right now, if they're smart, red and yellow should just knock out blue.
100%.
Just get them together
100%.
and knock them out.
Yeah, for sure.
And then go, okay, let's see what we can do from here.
Yeah. So, speaking of Lavo, so then it cuts back to Lavo, and Rome is like, he just can't stay still, and he's always got to be doing something.
He's a roller coaster.
Yeah, so he gets in his head now that Teeny is a loose cannon and he wants her out. Yeah. He goes to Saul and just basically tells him everything.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Teeny's got this amulet. Genevieve wants you out. Like, she
doesn't want to work with you long term.
Yeah, doesn't want to work with you long term. Basically, wants to get you like over Teeny. Like, she would keep Teeny over you. Like, all this crap. Like,
and Saul is like, holy crap! I have not been playing this game.
Yeah.
Big slice of humble pie.
Yeah.
But it's funny because he talks about being in sales for 20 years and reading people. Mm-hmm. Saul, you can read Rome really well, but you can't read
anyone else.
The group dynamics very well.
Yeah.
And so, but it's funny now, Saul and Rome coming together, and Rome's kind of like swallowing his pride a little bit and going, yes, I can work with this guy. I don't love him, but I can work with him to continue forward.
Right. But then Rome talks to Genevieve as well, kind of is like saying this stuff, and then Genevieve and Saul talk, and Rome kind of tells her that it's Saul that wants Teeny out and stuff, and then they talk, and he's like, no, I don't want her out. Like,
I never pitched that.
Yeah. And so Genevieve is now saying like, okay, Rome's like a loose cannon.
He's the one spreading the rumors and false truths, if you will.
Which I think she's playing this great, because before this, she's like, yeah, I'm just going to work with him. He's annoying the crap out of a lot of people, but like, it's good for my game. And now she's like, well, now it's kind of, the scales be tipping.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, like, when there's only 3 of you at camp, and you just went and talked, and now Rome came and talked to you, yeah, I'm going to go check in with Saul and go, hey, what'd you guys talk about?
Yeah, 100%.
Like, I just don't get Rome's play here in the sense like, dude, why would you do that? And you don't think Genevieve's smart enough to go check in with Saul?
Yeah.
It just doesn't make much sense.
No, not at all.
So.
Yeah, so Rome is kind of shooting.
He might be the next one off. Yeah. Then we go back over to Gada.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Sam's not there to wrangle them in, and so they all want to let the chickens go because they're just sitting in their little cage.
Because they won't lay eggs, and then they try to use the net, the fishing net.
Backwards. Like
I've never used that net either, but...
I haven't either, but there's weights on it.
Yeah.
And they've got them on the top, you gotta have them on the bottom, and it's just a whole mess over at Gada. Like,
they do not know how to use the net.
Not at all, and it kind of like shows you that Sam's kind of like the glue for this group. I feel. Yeah. Like he's the one kind of like wrangling them in.
That's what he wants to be. He wants to be the glue guy.
Yeah.
Well, Sierra's kind of in the middle though of the two girls and the 2 boys.
Right. She's in a great spot in my opinion. Like
that's where you want to be.
Yeah, in the middle of 2 alliances.
Yeah. Then back over to Lavo, Teeny. She tells a slightly different version of what happened. Like, of course, you're not going to blow up your own game and say, "Yeah, I told them all I'm on the bottom."
Yeah. But at the same time, what she's saying, like, Rome's not buying it. Like, no one's really, like, buying it. It's like, I don't know, come on, like play better.
That's the only downfall to being the only one that goes.
Yeah.
No one's gonna believe you when you come back.
Yeah, for sure.
So.
So then, over at Tuku, Sue is just telling Gabe everything that Tiana said, and that she threw him under the bus and all this, and then he kind of confronts her about it.
Well, Carolyn, she wants to try and keep everyone together for the merge, and she goes and tells Tiana, hey, I think you kind of screwed yourself.
Yeah.
You should go apologize and tell Gabe exactly what you said.
Right.
And why.
But then Tiana doesn't. Tiana tells him, hey, I only told like Teeny and Rachel when we were like, talking or something like that. I can't remember. But then Gabe talks to Sue, and Sue's like, no, she told it in front of everyone. So I'm like, why would you lie at this point?
I know.
I don't,
it's like you have 3 other people that are going to corroborate what happened.
Yeah. And
it's so funny. It's like, I said, yeah, okay. And it shows him saying exactly that through their conversation. Yeah. And obviously, Tiana, if someone's saying that to me, they're probably not believing what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's so funny.
It's so funny. Mm-hmm. Then we got immunity, and I liked this. So the Gata tribe walks in with their basket of chickens, and Jeff is like, "Oh, we still got all 3 of them." He's like surprised.
Yeah, he's like, just part of the family now, traveling with you?
Pets. And then so they're like, we want to negotiate. So what happened? And I love getting this information. So they laid 3 eggs in the last couple days, and 2 of them cracked because they just had.
They just plop them out,
which is like, maybe set up like a little nest thing for them, right? Like grab some leaves, grab something to like cushion the bottom of this.
Obviously, they've never been around chickens. Or birds.
No. So they are like, hey, we want to negotiate. We want to give you these chickens back in exchange for like 6 eggs or something. And Jeff's like, well, no, how about, I don't know, 12 eggs or whatever.
He said 15. Like 5 per egg, or 5 per chicken.
Yeah, and then they went down to 20, and they settled on 18 eggs, which I think was pretty generous. And
I know, I thought Probst was going to just drill them. Just like, you're not going to eat them? Okay.
But at the same time, eat the chickens. Like, don't negotiate for eggs. It would be like 18 eggs versus 3 chickens. Like, cook up those chickens.
Well, listening to the On Fire podcast with Charlie, he did the math as far as calories go. Yeah. And the amount of calories from the eggs is like all 18 would be like, I don't know, 1,800.
Yes.
And 1 chicken was like 2,400. Yeah. And it's just like, oh my gosh, you guys are idiots.
You're so dumb. Plus, like
you can do so much with those chickens.
How long do the eggs last? I don't know. I don't know how long they last before they go bad or whatever.
Well, it depends. Like when an egg is laid, there's this antibacterial stuff around it.
Film on it, and so
if they're scrubbed,
then you have to refrigerate them. Yeah, but
if it's still on there, they can last for a couple weeks.
Which I'd imagine it's still on there, but who knows?
I don't know.
I got no clue.
Who knows what the eggs are like in Fiji?
Yeah, it just blew my mind. I'm like, just eat the freaking chickens. Like, get over whatever. Like, I don't know. So,
still funny. It's still fun to see the negotiations happen, and Jeff loves to negotiate. But yeah, then they jump into the challenge. Yeah. Jeff starts to explain it. The chicken bites Sierra's ankle. He's like, what's going on? He bit me. And then they restart how this challenge goes. Yes. So yeah, they got to drag a big net that's got sandbags and coconuts in it. Before that, they have to drag it. First station, they have to, they have to saw this rope to get the next set of sandbags and coconuts.
Yeah, fill up the net, and then they got to take that to the next station, over like some stuff to the next station. And then the next one,
they got to fill up more coconuts.
Yeah, they got to put more coconuts and crap in there. And then they got to like drag it, and then they have to like separate it all. and get the sandbags out, and then they have to knock over a puzzle, which it looked like those pieces were pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Because when they threw it, they weren't falling, but knock over all the pieces, and then you have to reassemble it, which is a super easy puzzle, but
for some.
Yeah. So, how do you think the strategy for Gata went?
Okay, once again, I don't know what Sam or any of these girls are thinking.
No.
You've already seen Andy go first and try to be like the main hero role.
Yeah.
And he's terrible.
Can't do it. You called him the survivor, George Costanza. Do not let him do anything on his own.
And so, freaking Sam, be the one to saw the rope.
Yeah.
That was the difference.
It was 100%. So they get Andy to take that first station. He starts sawing the rope with the backside of the blade, so it's not doing anything.
At all.
And then even when he gets like the blade side on the rope and is sawing it, it's just he's
taking forever.
He just sucks. I watched it back again, and instead of like, you know, a normal sawing motion with your arm, because it's like on the pole, right?
Yeah.
It's like way higher up. Instead of that, he's like got his whole body like going. I'm like, what are you doing, man? Like, but like, I don't blame him. I blame everyone else on the tribe for allowing him. I don't know if he's like, I want to go first or whatever, but like, you just say no.
Yeah,
No.
I would love to see the strategy portion
Yeah.
of this, because Sam, you should really be there to saw it. And obviously, as Andy says, he's not good at challenges. Why are you putting him in that role?
Yeah.
If you're not going to vote him out, why are you putting him in that role?
100%. It just blew my mind
So
because
dumb.
they got so far behind because of that.
Yeah.
And if they didn't have that,
Lavo goes to tribal.
100%. So he just, I do not know that. I don't understand
So
that move at all.
So stupid.
Like, yeah, no, it's so dumb. But on the other hand, I have here, Tuku, Kyle's a beast, man.
Yeah, he's killing it.
He just crushed that. He just sawed right through it. Like,
Yeah. Well, you know, that's what you do in Sheboygan.
yeah.
You're all about sawing them logs.
Yeah, for sure.
But, oh my gosh.
So they all get through. Tuku just crushed that challenge.
They rolled.
They just grabbed that net. Like, it was so easy for them, and they knocked down the puzzle. Like,
it was interesting to see like how exhausted they were when they got to the throwing part.
Yeah.
Because, man, Gabe is like hunkered over.
Yeah.
Go guys, go.
Yeah.
And Tiana throws that first one
and just nothing.
Dunk. It's like a brick wall.
I know.
Oh shoot.
And at first I was like, maybe she just didn't throw it well, because it didn't really show where it hit or anything. And then I don't know if it was Gabe or Kyle went next, and he threw it, and it really just like didn't do anything either.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh dang, okay.
Yeah. But here's the other thing, like, if you're not throwing, why are you not watching the puzzle and watching these pieces fall?
Mm-hmm.
So you can go, okay, I know how this puzzle goes. Ba 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 ba.
Honestly, I just don't get people in puzzles because they're like easy for me, but like this was so easy. It wasn't even like a crazy like gotta find the pieces that fit. It was straight up just blocks, and you just put them on.
And
obviously,
the blocks fell usually right where they're
this, boom, and then just like pick them up and put them on. Like,
exactly,
it's so easy. So, but I mean, they crushed it. But Lavo, man, Lavo was struggling. They did have like those two pieces that were kind of like off, but still leaning on there, and so that was a little harder to like throw and hit those ones.
Especially Saul,
just
gunning it, right into the bottom of the holding bar.
Yeah.
And he did that like several times. Like,
several
times.
Oh my
gosh, dude! How about take a little pace off?
Right. To
get a little more accuracy.
But that allows Gata to catch up pretty much.
Yeah.
And so it is neck and neck. Like they both have like two pieces left on the puzzle, and I don't.
And they put them in.
The edit was super weird. I was like, how have they not got these on yet? Like, I was like, I don't know. The edit was kind of weird, but like, man, Gata was like right in it there.
And Saul even fell backward, going back to the mat, which is kind of funny.
Right.
And Gata was like on their way back to their mat when Jeff calls it. And it's just like,
it was so close. If you didn't have Andy at the start, you would have smoked them.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been close at all.
But the irony here is that they just traded their chickens out for some eggs, and now they have to give up their flint, so they can't cook these eggs.
Which is so funny. It's just like, and Sierra, it dawns on her like, oh shoot, we can't cook the eggs.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been my first thought when you lose. Like, oh crap.
Like,
I hope we got some embers back home.
I know, just cook those chickens before you went to immunity. I don't get it.
I don't
just
either.
eat the chicken. Maybe if they ate the chicken, they would have been thinking clearer, and they wouldn't have had Andy do that first thing.
Well, I probably would have gone, okay, go to each individual. Okay, Sierra doesn't want to kill the chicken. That's fair.
Yeah.
If you're going to let him out, I just go around, hey, we're going to have a chicken killing party
100%.
deep in the forest. Meet me there in about 45 minutes.
Also, so 3 eggs, 2 cracked, whatever.
Yeah.
You can still like scoop that up,
Yeah.
right, and eat it. I don't know if they did. They never really said what they did, but it sounded kind of like, oh, we couldn't use those 2. I'm like, no, if it's even in the sand, I'm still cooking it. And
Because you can usually keep enough of it in it and boil it,
yeah.
and boom, you got yourself a hard-boiled egg.
Yeah.
Or soft-boiled egg, whatever you want.
Whatever you want. I don't know.
So, yeah,
Just a lot of bad choices.
Funny.
Bad choices from Gata here.
Yeah. Yeah, I have here Andy, not good at challenges, and he's realizing this on day 10. Good job, George.
Oh, dude. Andy,
He gets better after this part, though.
Yeah.
This is where it gets really funny for Andy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He's something else.
He is something else. So yeah, they go back.
Yeah.
And Andy starts crafting this master plan.
Yeah.
And he's taking Rachel by the side. He's taking Annika.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, I'm just a number. I'm just a vote. If you got a master plan, let me in.
Yeah. I'll work with anyone.
Yeah.
I'm on the bottom.
So,
yeah.
And lo and behold, the girls talk.
Mm-hmm.
They bring him over. And here's the thing. It's like, Andy, I know you're a data analytic research dude. There ain't much research in this. They ain't gonna say Sierra.
No.
Come on. Like,
yeah.
Come on, dude. Like, but he's like, yeah, I planned. I did all this so they would have this conversation.
Yeah.
I knew what to expect.
Yeah.
Well, we all do. We all know what to expect.
He's like, just that like endearing like buffoon guy. You know, you're like, oh man, I like you.
I like you, but man, I don't want you on my team.
Yeah.
Oh man, but it was pretty funny to watch.
100%.
But here's the thing: Sierra's saying she feels bad, lying to Annika,
Right.
and so that's kind of like showing her
They're
emotional
in the
side.
stupid
The breadwinners
Breadwinners
alliance. Here's my thought, though. Okay, Sam, you have an idol.
Yeah. That's good
Okay.
for this tribal.
Yeah, you only have it for one tribal.
That's it.
Andy doesn't know about it.
Yeah.
You want to keep him as your number one. This is what I would have done. I would have gone out and been gone for like 30 minutes. And make it as close as you possibly can to before you go into tribal.
Yeah.
Come back and go, guys. Or just tell Andy this.
Yeah.
And tell Sierra on the side, okay, this is what we're gonna do. They're probably saying to me, go ahead and write my name. Andy, I found this idol just barely. But for you to stay face with the girls, go ahead and write my name down. So that way it looks like you're still with them. I'm gonna play this and I'm gonna write down Annika. Everybody wins. Because then, even Sierra, he's telling this, do this. So that way Rachel still feels like she's in with Sierra. And in reality, you could actually build a stronger bond with the 4.
Yeah, I don't think he needs to do any of that though.
No, but long term, I think it's best. Because now Rachel feels like she's on the bottom and on the outs.
Yeah.
And that's the way I think I would have thought of it. Just like, Hey, they're probably saying me, because you're already in with the breadwinners.
Yeah.
Andy, they're probably pulling you in. Supposedly Annika can't vote. So let's just do this. Make it look like I'm on the outs.
Yeah.
But I'm still with you guys.
Yeah. I don't know. I can see your point, but I think he played it just fine the way he's at. I think he is like overstretching himself a little bit, thinking he's too safe. But I mean, I think he did a pretty good job as far as everything goes. Because I mean, the biggest thing is just Sierra being torn between, because she doesn't want to say Annika. Sam wants Andy like to stay, and she's like, I don't know what's best for my game, and blah 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 blah.
Well, it probably also comes back to when they found this idol.
Yeah.
Why did you just go for one?
Yeah.
If you had this for 3,
Oh yeah.
oh my gosh, that's gonna help you so much more.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially now.
Yeah.
Like, what's gonna happen now? Like, do they have a new idol?
I don't know.
Like, fair enough. You got a fake one now with a note that says, "Hey, this is good for your next tribal," and you could plant that somewhere and have some fun with that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah. So we go to tribal and chatting.
Yeah. Hey, are you in the we with me?
Yeah.
So, who's in the we?
Who's in the we? But I don't know. Yeah, I feel like these tribals are. There's not much in them.
Yeah, because everyone's given an answer to solidify who they're with in a very coded way.
Yeah.
And they don't want to give away too much.
Yeah.
Which you have to do.
Yeah, you have to do it. And so it's just all like, I don't know, it's all just speculation and blah, 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 and whatever. But then we get to voting.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, Annika doesn't have a vote.
But if she did, she would vote for Andy.
If she did.
I will say, Andy, what he says when he writes down, that's gold.
Yeah.
I've been burying you for 10 days. Here's your headstone.
Yeah, I love that.
That's pretty impressive.
That is good.
He must have been thinking about that from day one.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Oh my gosh.
So then let's go tally the votes here, Jeff. And lo and behold, Annika gets the boot, and she is more shocked than anyone I've ever seen.
This is probably a little bit on par with like when Kelly got voted out. She's like, "What the hell, guys?"
Yeah.
Like that's, man. Even you could feel the awkwardness when there's no music, and she's just like,
"Yeah,
well, okay."
And she's like not leaving. She's like, did you set who set this up? Like, what's going on?
And Rachel also in shock. She's like,
yeah,
I had no idea.
Yeah,
and it's true, she did. But then she's like, who's gonna own this? Sam's like, me.
Yeah, Sam's like,
and he's like, it was all 3 of us.
Yeah.
So funny.
And then she's like leaving, and she like looks back, and like they're like looking at her, and Sam's like a little like weird wave.
And she's like, no.
It was a good exit. I liked that.
And then you can hear her crying as she's going down the path, which is a little heartbreaking because it's gotta just suck when you are so confident it's not you, and then you get hit and you're like, freak.
Yeah. I
got before I should have been.
Yeah.
Or before you want to.
Yeah. But I mean, that's like the game, you know. I think too many people play it too personally and stuff. So, but it was a good. I liked the exit there. Yeah. That was a fun one.
And her confessional, she's like just devastated. Yeah. And I mean, that's what they sign up for. You sign up to get your heart crushed.
Yeah, 100%.
And when you do, it's probably freaking gonna hurt. Mm-hmm. Especially
so blindsided. Yeah. So blindsided, but you know, whatever.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Next.
So next episode.
Drop your buffs.
We got the merge, baby.
Now, will it be the merge or will it be earn the merge? Because there's 13 left.
Yeah.
And so there's usually one person more that's not going to make the jury.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I'd assume it's like a earn the merge type thing.
Which I like.
It didn't show anything besides them coming together at camp.
And then Kyle's talking to Saul. He's like, man, what a dick. And then they show Sam. But I'm thinking, I don't think it's Sam. I think it's Rome.
Yeah, I think so too.
But it's just hilarious to see.
I think this is where Rome's game is
toast
because he's gonna probably come in there and just start like bossing people around and everything, and people are just not gonna have that.
Yeah, they're like, this is not Survivor Rome 47.
No.
This is where Rome burns.
This is
or Rome falls.
Yeah, no, for sure. But should be an exciting episode. I'm pretty stoked on that. So,
who do you think's going to go home? Who's the one that's not going to make the jury?
I'm hoping that it's Rome. I can see it being Rome or Tiana. I don't know.
Man, yeah. Those are good picks. Like the way things are shaping up, I could see Gabe or even Sam going home. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll go Gabe. Okay. I'll plan for Gabe going home. I think Rome can last. I think Genevieve can kind of
rein him in a little bit.
And just go. I guess that also depends on what Saul does, but
yeah.
Because I feel out of all these, Red's probably the most fractured.
Yeah, 100%.
And they might scatter like cockroaches.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be entertaining to see.
Yeah.
But I'll say Gabe. If not Gabe, I'll go with Sam.
Okay. Yeah, I could see anyone at this point.
Yeah. Who do you think wins?
Gosh, man, I think Kyle's sitting pretty good right now. I think Genevieve is sitting real good. So
I also think Rachel.
Yeah.
Even though she was out on the vote, I think with her bonding with Carolyn and Teeny, I think she can jump and really do some damage long term.
Yeah, and honestly, I think Caroline's doing pretty good too.
Yeah.
I think there's quite a few people playing well. I think there's quite a few not playing well. So but I mean, I like Kyle's chances.
Yeah. And it's gonna be fun to see what happens in individual immunity, because I feel like Kyle's pretty athletic.
Yeah.
And he'll do well.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think he's probably like the most athletic there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Rome wouldn't say that. He could have been an NBA player.
Yeah, sure. All 5'4" of you, or however tall you are.
So, well, yeah, let us know who you guys think is going to win and who is going home next. Yeah. Oh, whose beach are they living on?
Oh, I don't know.
No, I never really care.
No, it doesn't really matter, right?
Not one bit.
I don't know. Who got the big tarp? Was that Gata?
The tarp? Shoot, I don't even know.
And the hammocks.
Tarp
and the hammocks.
The hammocks? Yeah, I got it. Because I remember Sam and Sierra were sitting in the hammocks when they were chatting.
Maybe them. Maybe that beach then.
All right.
Yeah. We'll see.
Who finds the next idol?
Gosh, I can tell you who I don't want it to be.
Yes. You know who I hope finds it? Andy.
Yeah, I do too.
I hope he takes this one.
I want Andy to get some power.
That is going to be hilarious.
That would be a good one. That would be real good.
I mean, he's just a number. Pull him in.
Just a number. Pull him in. So, yeah, we'll see. We shall see.
So, tune in Wednesday. Should be a good time.
Yeah.
But till next time, guys. Yo ho ho.